Class, Dr. Earl's just checking in for our last week of class and overviewing and trying to spell out what I'll be looking for in your disciple making plan project. And so you have 5 V's that are asked for in this paper, and again, all that you've been doing for the entire class has been building up to this last assignment. So you'll be pouring in all that you've been studying out of Dempsey and Early's, as well as Discipleship by Putman, and then Bonhoeffer's comments and thoughts on the cross and salvation and lordship and discipleship, what that looks like in your ministry context, that you would anticipate that you're writing this paper against that picture of serving Christ with your life, with others, to carry out His Great Commission and expressing His Great Commandment through hooking up lives to Him. The life mission of every child of God is to love Christ and lead others to Him. So what does that look like as it'll be expressed in this paper? So the first V is vision. What do you see as far as what you've read and how the work that Christ is leading you into is going to look as to the expression of that Great Commission's fulfillment and Great Commandment's expression in that ministry? And then the values. Values are what drive your ministry. That's what's passionating you to be following Christ and obeying Him. It's answering why you do what you do in your ministry. So you want to know the values and spell those out clearly in your paper. And then thirdly, views. All of these that are listed: church, pastor, saints, gospel, evangelism, discipleship, leadership. What are your views on those? Those are all addressed in Scripture, and you want to be able to spell that out. To illustrate quickly, when I did my dissertation on Spurgeon, I found that the priesthood of the believers was huge with Spurgeon. In fact, he wrote in the history of the Metropolitan Tabernacle, we see no distinction between clergy and laity. So the fact, again, that all Christians are called is a huge matter in Scripture. It's evident so clearly in the book of Acts. The early churches were planted not by the apostles, but by laity. So you want to answer all of these areas of Scripture. What are your views on them in your paper? And then fourthly, the vehicles. How are you going to get it done in relationship to small groups and the corporate times of worship, meeting together, and the slogans and communication plans and budgets? All of that, you want to address that in your paper, explaining how it's going to get carried out. And then lastly, verifiers. How are you going to measure? What gets measured gets more. You want to be understanding the importance of that, knowing where you are, where God's taking you from, where you can yet go, and where He's leading you towards, and how to do it better. That's what measuring allows you to see and be able to profit from. So all these 5 V's, you'll be working that through your paper, drawing from the resources of class and other sources then that will help you to complete this project. Follow your course rubric carefully. I grade off of that as you've experienced in the papers you've submitted thus far. Following these instructions you've been given for this final project, the disciple making plan you're putting together. All right, class, thanks so much. I just want to say you will have until Sunday, July 9, yes, to turn it in. I know you're overlapping, many of you, in another course you're taking, so no late penalties to submit it up until July 9th. Thereafter, you don't want to go there because you're going to suffer big time as far as penalties if you submit it late. So thanks, class. Looking forward to working through this current week 7 paper, and then of course this final disciple making plan project you're putting together to submit next week. God bless you. Have a great weekend and a great 4th of July. Please, after our class, if I can ever be any kind of assistance to you in any manner, don't hesitate to contact me for as long as we're on this earth. I want to be a friend. All right, thanks again, class. Bye.